Hey YouTube. Well, I was looking up on it and I promised I would look a little more into the reason for the color in the horizon. And I found what I was searching for. But first of all, cesium is a chemical element with the symbol Cs, an atomic number 55. It's a soft silvery gold alkali metal with a melting point at 28 Celsius or 82 Fahrenheit. Which makes it one of the only 5 metals that are liquid at or near room temperature. Cesium is an alkaline metal and has a physical and chemical properties similar to those of rubium and potassium. That's what I was warning you about. It is actually mimicking potassium, and that might be why we have an explosion in America, especially of sleep deprivation, that people are not sleeping too well at night. The metal is extremely reactive to pyrophoric, reacting with water even at minus 116 Celsius or minus 177. It is the least electronegative element with a stable isotope, Cesium-133. Cesium is mined mostly from pullucite, while the radioisotopes, especially Cesium-137, and that is what is in question here regarding Fukushima, a fission product that is extracted from waste produced by nuclear reactors. 2 German chemists, Robert Bunsen and Gustav Kirchhoff, discovered cesium in 1860 by the newly developed method of flame spectroscopy. The first small-scale application of cesium were as getter in a vacuum tubes and in photoelectric cells. In 1967, based on Einstein's defining the speed of light at all most constant dimension in the universe, the International System of Units isolated 2 specific wave counts from emission spectrum of cesium-133 to co-define the second and meter. Since then, cesium has been widely used in atomic clocks. Since 1990s, the largest application of the element has been as cesium format for drilling fluids. Now that is very interesting. Fracking. Now we found another possible here that is part of the 596 unknown products which is used for fracking. I know they're using lead, they're using mercury and uranium in drilling fluids for fracking. So that goes into our aquifers and that you drink. And it cannot be filtered with those filters you can buy in the local stores. It has a range of applications in the production of electricity in electronics and in chemistry. The radioactive isotope cesium-137 has a half-life of about 30 years and is used in medical application, industrial gauges and hydrology. Also, although the element is only mildly toxic, it is a hazardous material as a metal, and its radioisotopes present a high risk if released into the environment. And that is exactly the problem with Fukushima. Vast amounts of cesium-137 has been released into the ocean and into our atmosphere. And regarding the color, I don't know if it is exact, but this is the color of cesium in a Bunsen burner, and that is the exact same color we are seeing in the horizon at sunrise, at sunset. A coral red color, not red as we are used to when we grew up. Well, that means you will have to have a certain age in order to remember before they were starting spraying in the 80s. Well, they sprayed before that, but they really kicked in the 80s, mid-80s, and then they started the chemtrail program. But here you see the color of cesium, and that is the color I am presenting to you in my video. This is the exact same color. And when you think about sunlight, it is in many wavelengths. It is in wavelengths 2 that you cannot visibly see with your eyes at all. You only have a very narrow field that you can see of the color spectrum. It goes from gamma and it goes all the way up to infrared. And you can't see infrared, you can't see gamma, but right there in the middle you can see the visible spectrum for the human eye. And coral red is one of those we can see, and I am not sure, but I dare to say that through the sunlight and with the mixture of chemtrails in our atmosphere, the light wavelengths are being broken in like a prism through all these particulates, and possibly also the angle of the sunlight during the sunset or the sunrise at a specific time where the sun is in a specific position to the curvature of Earth. And that is producing a breakage in the spectrum, and this color appears. So that is nailed pretty much. And I was explaining this to you. This is an exploding vortex ring which appeared when reactor 3 blew up with all the MOX fuel, meaning with Cesium-137. This is reaching the stratosphere, but it's not visible to you. But this vortex is reaching the stratosphere, and we're talking 10 kilometers height. And what are we having up in that height? We are having the jet stream. Not good. Not good at all. Now, this is how it looked when it blew up. It looked like a dirty bomb. And this tower here is 600 feet tall. This is 1,000 feet. But the vortex you just saw a picture of is continuing invisibly up into the stratosphere, all the way up to the jet stream. And what is that carrying with it? It is from the implosion sucking up everything which is underneath it, everything which is vaporized, right up into the stratosphere, and depositing pretty much all of it up there. And it's not coming down because it's microscopic particulates, and these microscopical particulates can stay airborne for a very, very long time in that height and being carried around. And that is what you see here. This is the latest readings of Cesium-137. This is United States of America, and you see the concentration of Cesium-137. It is still coming up in the atmosphere. This is not good. This is not good at all for anyone in the United States. For that matter, anyone who is in contact with the jet stream, which is now broken in two and even further south, harming even more of the Western world. And I'm not minimizing anything about the third world countries, but if you see it from an elitist viewpoint, they don't count. They don't ask questions. They shut up or they're being put down. And that is pretty much what Bill Gates is saying, right? You take this vaccine and we will save you, but you know what that do. And by that, I can highly, highly recommend you that you get a hold of this product. I have this product. My wife has this product. This is Nascent iodine in a very high concentration. It is what is the most important mineral that you can add to your system, because your thyroid is what is taking damage by radioactive radiation or nuclear radiation. And I will put a link so you can go purchase this. And my experience with this product is I can get up in the morning, I'm fresh. I use glasses for reading, but by using this product, my eyesight has actually been improved. So that gives me already a telltale sign that this has a very positive effect on my thyroid, on my most important gland, my thyroid. If your thyroid shuts down and you don't get medical attention, you're dead. That is very important. If you have your thyroid removed, you will have to be on medication for the rest of your life or you will die. And any radioactive isotope is harmful to your thyroid. So I will highly recommend you, and I'm going to show you here, right now. This product is very cheap, $25 for a bottle, 6 drops a day, 2 times each, meaning when you get up, lunch, and around dinner time, and then you continuing that. And I would call that cheap. And you know, as I have my own experience with it, my brain is much sharper and my eyesight has actually improved. So that's what I can say to you about this. The link is below so you can go online and get this product. There's many other good products from that on. But this is what we're dealing with. And I'm pretty sure that that is what we are seeing in the atmosphere at sunrise and sunset. This is the glow of the accumulation of Cesium 137. And remember, 30 years of halvation time. A nuclear bomb, like the one in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, had a halvation time or half-life, 57 years. For that radioactive isotope, and that will be uranium, 238. That's the enriched part. 57 years. Cesium is 30 years. That is a whole generation. Think about that. So, go get yourself something that will help you, or at least help you a bit of the way. God bless you.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. It is just a lullaby. Dreams of rainbows make you stop. And I am here to wake you up!